All right. Hey, I was grooving to that song. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Chelsea Kern. Thank you for joining us for our virtual fundraising cabaret. Tonight, we are raising money to support our upcoming production of Accidental Intimacies, premiering at the 2022 Fresh Fruit Festival in NYC this May. As I said, my name is Chelsea Kern, and I'll be co-hosting tonight with Sarah Vishnev, aka Vish. And we are both assistant directors for Accidental Intimacies, as well as a slew of other titles on the production team.
We wear not one, not two, but 6 hats.
So many. So tonight we have an incredible set of performances from femmes all over the country, and we are so excited to share them with you. We will also be previewing Accidental Intimacies with 2 special performances from the show. So to kick us off, I'm going to pass it to Vish.
Hey! So the first one that we are starting with is Ashley DeMar, who will be singing Bring on the Men from Jekyll and Hyde. Ever since seeing Jekyll and Hyde when she was only 10 years old, Ashley has wanted to play Lucy. Everything about it was enchanting and captivating, and that is the power of women. That is the power of empowerment.
There was a time, I don't know when, I didn't have much time for men. But this is now, and that was then. I'm learning. A girl alone, all on her own, must try to have a heart of stone. So I try not to make it known my yearning. I try to show I have no need. I really do. I don't succeed. So let's bring on the men and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin. Why wait another minute? Step this way. It's time for us to play. They say we may not pass this way again. So let's waste no more time. Bring on the men. I always knew, I always said, that silk and lace and black and red can drive a man right off his head. It's easy. So many men, so little time. I want them all. Is that a crime?
No!
I don't know why they say that I'm too easy. They make me laugh, they make me cry, they make me sick, so God knows why. We say, bring on the men and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin, why wait another minute? Step this way, it's time for us to play. They say we may not pass this way again, so let's waste no more time. Bring on the men. They'll break your heart, they'll steal your soul, tear you apart, and yet they'll somehow make you whole. So what's their game? I suppose a rose by any other name. The perfume and the prick's the same. I like to have a man for breakfast each day. I'm very social and I like it that way. By late mid-morning I need something to munch. So I ask over 2 men for lunch, and men are mad about my afternoon teas. They're quite informal, I just do it to please. Those triple sandwiches are my favorite ones. I'm also very partial to buns. My healthy appetite gets strongest at night. My at-home dinners are my men friends' delight. When I invite the fellas over to dine, they all come early, in bed by 9. So let's bring on the men and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin, why wait another minute? Step this way, it's time for us to play. They say we may not pass this way again, so let's waste no more time. Bring on the men!
Whoo! What a way to start the
Okay.
show.
Okay, Ashley.
Woo-wee.
Bring on the men, make it a buffet on a
Mm.
cruise line.
Amen. Amen.
Mm.
Thank you, Ashley, for that fantastic performance. Next, we're going to bring on the Accidental Intimacies director, Megan Kemple, who is going to tell us a little bit about our first preview of the night. Give me 1 second as I navigate this technology. Here we go. Hey, Megan.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Excited to be here.
Thank you for joining us. So, I want to start by asking, can you just tell everyone a little bit about what this show is about?
Yes. So, Accidental Intimacies started as my thesis for grad school at NYU in drama therapy. So I started with my own experiences as a sex worker and kind of, just kind of used that experience as the jumping off point. And then it kind of turned into this examination of my full sexuality and kind of where it came from and what influenced it and what continues to influence it. And so the result of that is a play focused on sex worker M, who is also a poet. And the whole thing is a choreo poem. So it goes back and forth between poetry that is danced and then more traditional kind of natural American theater, as you would kind of think of it. And it centers around M and her 5 muses, who are, let's see here, Scarlett O'Hara, Amy Winehouse, Lana Del Rey, Stephanie Germanotta, aka Lady Gaga, and Ms. Vanda from Venus and Fire. And so the play kind of uses them as a vehicle to examine a lot of the themes around sex work.
Amazing. So can you tell us a little bit about what we're about to see, which is My Sexuality?
Yes. So this is one of the, this is the second poem in the piece. And it is the first group poem. And this piece was written as kind of a very real, like in real time exploration of like, well, what actually is my sexuality? And then that kind of in the play serves as a moment of introducing the characters and introducing the kind of dichotomies and contradictions that we'll be working with throughout the piece.
Amazing. Well, cool. Megan, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again later.
Thank you for having me, and I can't wait for you all to see this incredible cast.
Absolutely.
New York's finest.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. All right, here we go.
My sexuality walks into the room before I do, calls attention to herself in school
or at the hotel.
Gets sent home by the principal to change her skirt,
her dress,
her shorts,
her top.
Too much, even in a cage. Yeah, she literally danced in cages. And still, they never tamed her.
My sexuality asks me not to speak her name in front of the family or the little white church.
She defies containment. Too hungry for other hungry eyes to call herself anything but ache, longing, hurt, the pain, pleasure, testing her own limits.
My sexuality wakes me up in the middle of the night to ask for more, no matter how much she has had. Still asks these hands to protect her in ways they never have.
Still masturbates the way her babysitter taught her to as a child, no matter how disgusted she is when the act is done.
Has a search history that would make anyone blush. But she is always searching for consent. Only feels shame when someone tells her to cover up. Pain is her one constant lover.
My sexuality masturbated to girls gone wild long before she'd ever seen a tit.
Oh! Knows what it means to love another woman more than herself and stand as her bridesmaid, honorary auntie to her child.
But backs down from biphobic gatekeepers, asking for gold stars.
Likes to get other fellas paid while on the clock.
Wants to go to the strip club with his money! Always down to share in the bedroom. And to some, that makes her straight. She has never been straight. Spreads herself wide. All encompassing. Freaky when she feels like it. Submissive only if you pay her in 3-hour increments. And will still put you in your place if you push it out.
My sexuality has fallen in love with her best friends and her expectations more times than she can name. My sexuality pulls lovers like the tide into the cave of her hips and then watches as they all float away.
To greener pastures, or bluer waters, something more pure than her.
My sexuality says, all this pain in the world, and you still want to talk about broken monogamy? About owning, literally cuffing your partner, and being absolutely fucking floored when they need something whatsoever from someone who isn't you. My sexuality says, why have just one lover when I could have a whole network of them? Oh, cheating only hurts because you decided you were more important than your partner's happiness.
And now you're mad that they didn't deny part of themselves for an idea of you.
And that is about the most selfish way I can think of to love.
My sexuality doesn't need a title or to be the only person in your phone book.
She won't go through your texts.
No.
Or keep you from your friends.
She agrees that the waitress is hot as fuck.
And will Snapchat you from your sugar daddy's hotel room while she is at her sugar daddy's, oh my goodness, hotel room.
My sexuality says fuck your assumptions and pay me, motherfucker.
Or, God forbid, learn to love me.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Megan. I'm going to take you off. There we go.
I mean,
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite pieces.
among
So
all
good.
of them. Yeah.
Before we move on to our next number, wanted to point out two things for our audience. One is this little QR code you see in this corner. That will take you to somewhere over. Somewhere. This QR code will take you to our donation page, our auction page, our social media, all the things you need. We are having an auction tonight. It will last for the next week. It features a load of different art pieces. We have specialty photos of the cast. We have a calendar of the cast. We have a plushy vagina that is my favorite piece, and if somebody doesn't buy it, I'm going to buy it because it is so good.
I may go out and buy one myself.
Exactly. So please check out that link. It'll be up here all night, so you can take a look whenever you want. You can also leave comments on the video, on the live stream. That I can't point you in that direction because I don't have YouTube open right now, but it's somewhere on this page. So leave comments. We'll pop some up on the screen, and we love to hear from you. We love to hear the reactions. I think we are ready for our next piece. Sarah, what do you think?
I think we might be ready.
Yeah. All right. Our next number is Sarah Vishnev performing Lost and Found from City of Angels. Vish will be performing, I just said that. In this song, Mallory has turned herself into a detective, but plans to manipulate.
Oh, Chelsea? Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll just do a little tap dance number. Technical difficulties.
Sorry about that. My goodness.
No worries. I definitely entertained our audience.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Where did I get cut off?
In this song.
Awesome. In this song, Mallory has turned herself into a detective, but plans to manipulate him for her freedom. And guess what? It worked. She stole his gun and blamed the murder on him. Oops. Here is our Vish.
Mr. Detective, you've been looking too hard. You should have started looking in your own backyard. Lost and found trying to find out where I've been. And now you found me in your bed. And though my daddy said to turn me in, why don't I turn you on instead? Pleasing lips, teasing thighs, easy on private eyes. If you're not celibate, we could raise hell a bit. Why don't you call them my bluff? Don't resist. You won't know what you've missed. You can't tame me, but you can claim me at the lost and found.
Oh, it's the kiss at the end that gets me.
Just a little ditty.
Ooh, I
A
love
little
it.
1-2.
Amazing, amazing. Oh, love.
I love that song as well. It's a great musical. Cy
Yeah.
Coleman is overlooked.
Amen.
Mhm.
All right. Next. Oh, that's you. You're
Yeah.
you're
Next
growing.
up. Next up is Chelsea Marie Logan doing a monologue from Clute. I hope I'm saying that right. Is
I
that
think
Clute?
so.
Clute? Perhaps with a sliding U. Clute is a 1971 film starring Jane Fonda, who won the Academy Award for her role as a call girl named Bree. Movie critic Robert Ebert appropriately said that the movie would have been actually titled Bree, as she was the soul of the movie, and avoided the hooker with a heart of gold stereotype. Instead, the movie has been credited as successfully portraying a sex worker with depth and dimension, a woman with independence and control. The monologue that will be shown tonight is actually 3 different moments from the movie pieced together to show the arc that Brie goes through, which is one of vulnerability, strength, and love.
I can't come here anymore because I can't afford it. I mean, I have been coming here for some time and I have been spending all of this money, and why do I still want to trick? I mean, why, when I walk by a phone, do I still want to pick it up and make a call? Because, when I'm a call girl, I'm in control. I mean, somebody wants you. They want a woman, and I know I'm good, and so I go to their hotel or their apartment, and they're usually nervous, which is fine. I'm not, because I know what I'm doing. And then for an hour, I am the greatest actress in the world. I am the best fuck in the world, because that's what it is. It's an act. I mean, that's what's so nice about it. I don't have to feel anything. I don't have to care about anything. I don't have to even like anybody. I mean, you just have to take them by the ring in their nose and just take them whatever direction they think they want to go. You just have to make as much money from them in as short of time as possible, and you're in control, and you call the shots, and I feel great afterwards. There is a difference. I don't think there's anything wrong with it morally. I don't like it physically. I mean, I learned to like it because it made me feel good. It made me feel not so alone. It made me feel like I had control over myself, over that I had control over my life, that I got to make decisions for myself. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. There, there is this guy, this detective. I don't know what he wants, but he takes care of me. And when you have been lonely for so long, and someone just starts moving stuff, I don't know, it's scary, I guess. I feel physically. I mean, that's what's different. I like making love with them. I wish I could let go and enjoy it for what it is and for however long it lasts. But I guess just, God, I have this need to just destroy it, to break it, to go back to the comfort of being numb.
Yes, Chelsea. Oh, love her. Amazing.
That's a thinker. I like that one.
Yeah.
You know?
It's really like, just, I don't know. I love it. I love the piece.
Yeah. I've never get tired of it. It's
right?
So good. Yeah, it's impossible.
All right. Next, we have Rebecca Laurel Anderson reading My Revolution Begins in This Body by V, formerly Eve Ensler. The piece that Rebecca is performing tonight is considered one of the most important pieces of activist theater in the past 25 years. It has helped raise over $20 million to help grassroots organizations all over the world who are working to end violence against women and girls. Here is Rebecca. Maybe. Sorry, y'all. When all that technical difficulties, I lost all my prepped videos. So now I got to look for them. I will get my shit together.
My revolution begins in the body. It isn't waiting anymore. My revolution does not need approval or permission. It happens because it has to happen in every neighborhood, village, city, or town, at gatherings of tribes, fellow students, women at the market or on the bus. It may be gradual and soft. It may be spontaneous and loud. It may be happening already. It may be found in your closet, your drawers, your gut, your legs, your multiplying cells, in the open mouth of taut nipples and overflowing breasts. My revolution is swelling from the insatiable drumming between my legs. My revolution is willing to die for this. My revolution is ready to live big. My revolution is overthrowing the state of mind called patriarchy. My revolution will not be choreographed, though it starts with a few familiar steps. My revolution is not violent, but it does not shy away from the dangerous edges where fierce displays of resistance tumble into something new. My revolution begins in this body, in these hips atrophied by misogyny, in this jaw wired mute by hunger and atrocity. My revolution is connection, not consumption. Passion, not profit. Orgasm, not ownership. My revolution is of the earth and will come from her, for her, because of her. It understands that every time we frack or drill or burn or violate the layers of her sacredness, we violate the soul of our future. My revolution is not ashamed to lay my body down on her mud floor in front of banyan, cypress, pine, callion, oak, chestnut, mulberry, redwood, sycamore trees, to bow shamelessly to shocking yellow birds and rose blue setting skies, heart exploding purple bougainvillea and aqua sea. My revolution gladly kisses the feet of mothers and nurses and servers and nannies and cleaners and healers and those who are life and give life. My revolution is on its knees, on my knees to every holy thing and to those that carry empire-made burdens on their backs and heads and hearts. My revolution demands abandon, expects the original, relies on tricksters, troublemakers, anarchists, poets, shamans, seers, sexual explorers, tightrope walkers, mystic travelers, and those who go too far and feel too much. My revolution shows up unexpectedly. It is not naive, but it believes in miracles. It cannot be categorized, targeted, branded, or even located. It offers prophecy, not prescription, is determined by mystery and ecstatic joy, requires listening. It is not centralized, though we all know where we're going. It happens in stages and all at once. It happens where you live and everywhere. It understands that divisions are diversions. It requires sitting still and staring deep into my eyes. Go ahead. Love.
What a powerful piece, man.
Yeah, that was like one of those that just had me in a roller coaster. I was like, yes, go. We're amazing. And then sad.
Whew. And I want to thank Rebecca, who has been so supportive of our show, like just so supportive, and I'm so appreciative of it. And I'm pretty sure Rebecca is here. I'm pretty sure I saw Rebecca in the comments. So, hey, Rebecca, thank you. Awesome. Next is, that's you.
So next up is the incomparable Sarah Reed. Sarah Reed also, on top of just doing claymation, which is something she taught herself during COVID, but she's also on like a thousand other things, an actress, a drama therapist, also a singer. Also, she does dancing. I've seen her do everything. So that all being said, this is what our intro is. You know, when you're in quarantine and you're so bored that you just go to teach yourself how to do stop motion, well, This is the first of many stop-motion animation skits Sarah has made, and she has made it while working in pair with our fearless leader Megan for a class together. Through clay, metaphor, and play, we can explore the lasting effects of trauma. This is Ghosts of Trauma by Sarah Reed.
so good.
There's just claymation really hits with me because, like, and my sister who's on the stream here somewhere, I love you. We used to watch a lot of claymation when we were younger because all of the Soviet cartoons, which I know my cousin knows about, Miss Jenna, and they're all in claymation. So I just like love claymation. And on that as well, so the video you just watched was performed by a member of our cast who is playing Lana Del Rey. Also, we want to say that her paintings are going to be up for auction. Chelsea, take that away.
Yeah. So if you check out our auction, like I said, that QR code will take you to it. It's also at 32auctions.com/accidental intimacies. You will find lots of items, including 2 of Sarah's paintings. One is Cats Against Conservatorship, which is Britney Spears' feline counterpart. And the other one is what is it? WAP by I gotta find it now. It's WAP by Caddy B and Megan the Feline. It is exactly what you think it is. It is fantastic.
Well, yeah. I don't remember the name. I can't butcher it.
Yeah, it's so good. Check out her art. Yes, check out her art. It's amazing. In the meantime, we have another cast member, KJ Burkhauser, who plays Stephanie Germanata, aka Lady Gaga, in Accidental Intimacies. And this first song is Dope by Lady Gaga. And about it, KJ says, quote, "This song calls listeners into the landscape of love and addiction. It explores the moment of reckoning that comes with the realization that one often comes at the expense of the other. My sister's love has saved me from myself more times than I can count. This song is for her." Oh, love that.
I know. Shout out to my sister.
Yes, all the sisters. We love the sisters.
All the sisters in the world.
Here is KJ.
Corks off, it's on. The party's just begun. I promise this drink is my last one. I know I fucked up again. Lost my only friend. God forgive my sins. Don't leave me. I'll hate myself until I die. My heart would break without you. Might not wake without you. Been hurt and low from living high for so long. I'm sorry and I love you. Stay with me, bell bottom blue. I'll just keep searching for an answer, 'cause I need you more than dope. 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 Toast to one last puff and 2 last regrets, 3 spirits and 12 lonely steps up heaven's stairway to gold. Mind myself like coal, a mountain of his soul. Each day I cry. Oh, I feel so low from living high. My heart would break without you, might not awake without you. Been hurt and low from living high for so long. I'm sorry and I love you. Stay with me, bell bottom blue. I keep on searching for an answer, 'cause I need you more than dope. 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 I need you more. Need you more. I need you more than dope.
Whew. Just give me a second.
I'm not crying. It's you're crying. It's not me.
No,
I'm
it's
not.
just it's allergies, the pollen in the air, like it's all
Yeah. No, I'm cutting an onion right now.
yeah, exactly. Real casual stuff.
But also, I just want to highlight this comment right here and just make sure that everyone knows
Amen.
I agree.
Yes.
Also, we have, oh, God. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Just snaps all around. Fantastic. We love KJ.
Wow.
KJ's amazing.
KJ, God.
Oh, so good.
All right. Well, next up, we're going to do a dance number by August Q. They're dancing Cancer. August Q is an acrobatic drag king, burlesque artist, and producer whose day job is stripping in the club. This number is dedicated to his battle with thyroid cancer in 2021 and living with lifelong invisible disabilities. Follow August on Instagram at August Q, and Q is spelled Queue.
Yes.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
If you could get me a drink of water, 'cause my lips are chapped and faded, call my Aunt Marie. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors, my sisters and my brothers still. I will not kiss you.
Love that.
August knows how to do it.
Amen.
Every time. If you can catch him anywhere, go to his Instagram. Amazing work.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next. We are going to bring Megan back to tell us a little bit about our next number. Megan, hello again.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good time.
Yes. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am literally living. Like, I know that, I didn't even pay. This is all, like, Chelsea's baby. Like, Chelsea did most of the casting for this. They took the lead on this. This is, like, they've seen everything. I have not, but I still feel like every number was personally picked for me. And I just feel kind of like a princess right now.
Fantastic. My goals are achieved.
High honors.
Yes, amen. Megan, tell us a little bit about what we are about to see and how it came to be.
Okay, so I'm about to bring on one of my favorite people, Amari Harden. Look her up. She's amazing. She is not only an incredible actress, songstress, dancer, person of your dreams, but she also started her own LLC, her own therapy company, which is called Expressive, Experiential, and Exploratory Therapy. You can find her on therapy.org. But she is incredible. She's an incredible actress, has incredible accolades. And we are about to hear from her. But before we do, we're going to talk a little bit about how we came to arrive at Amari's song today. So Amari was in a show for a long time that is very popular and has a sex work character in it. And so Amari was like, oh, great. I want to do your cabaret. Let me do this sex work song. It'll be fine. Let me go talk to the person who I need the prop from. So she goes and she says, hey, I'm going to do this sex work cabaret. Not even the sex work cabaret. I'm going to go do this cabaret. The show has to do with sex work. And the person says, I actually can't lend you that prop because it's about sex work. And I don't really have a good relationship with sex workers. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. We'll go with something else. But that was just kind of like a moment of just reminder. And like, I kind of get caught up in like how kind of empowering the process of writing and doing the show is, that sometimes I forget that there are still people who are like, oh no, the word sex work? Absolutely not. Like, as you've all seen, no one's done any sex work tonight. We've all just we've witnessed some dancing, we've witnessed some singing, we've witnessed some acting. But yeah, just the fact that still to this day, even in a culture that we think is getting better, there are people who hear the words sex workers and are like, immediately no.
Yeah.
And even people who have engaged with sex workers in a like, let me spend the time to create this prop kind of way. So anyway, point being, that's why we're going to take a little journey into Miss Andrew land again. And instead, we're going to sing Your Daddy's Son, which is from Incomparable Ragtime, which is incredible. This song originated from the amazing, like, undefeated Audra McDonald. So we're very excited to hear this song. Also, going to plug Broadway Sessions, Amari's other gig. She is a producer there because she does everything and just kills it wherever she goes. But she has been producing this cabaret in Times Square. It happens after shows every other Thursday night. It's only $15 and you get to see the highest caliber Broadway performers performing what they want to sing instead of what their cast is saying, which is the incredible part. She's amazing. They're amazing. Check out Broadway Sessions by Ben Cameron. I'm sure that, yes, Amari's got the link. And now we're going to hear the amazing Amari at the amazing Broadway Sessions. Let's go.
All right.
Daddy played piano, played it very well. Music from those hands would catch you like a spell. He could make you love him, for the tune was done. You have your daddy's hands. You are your daddy's son. Daddy never knew that you were on your way. He had other ladies and other tunes to play. When he up and left me, I just up and ran. Only thing in my head, you are your daddy's son. Couldn't hear no music, couldn't see no light. But she was frightened, crazy from the fright. Tears without no comfort, screams without no sound. Only darkness and pain, the anger and pain, the blood and the pain. I buried my heart in the played piano, and he's playing still. Mama can't forget him, don't suppose I will. God wants no excuses, I have only one. You had your daddy's hands. Forgive me. You are your daddy's son.
Oh my God.
God, every time I hear her, I'm just like floored every time.
Every single time. I'm like, my arms have been up here the entire time. I can't handle it.
It's just too much. It's too good.
Mari, if you're out there, sing me a song every single day until the day I die, please. Dear God.
We love you. We're your biggest fans.
Men ain't shit. It's true.
Amen. Amen.
Man, Audrey McDonald and you need to talk because that was gorgeous.
Yes. Oh my God. So good. All right. Moving along, we have Parker Hickey. And let me read what Parker has written about the performance we're about to see. Parker says, quote, Parker is doing a monologue from Mediocre Heterosexual Sex by Madison Wetzel. And Parker says, quote, I have always had shame about claiming my sexuality, and I think that finding the fun in it has helped me heal. This show is about a gold star lesbian who has a male Tinder date come over after the ending of a long-term lesbian relationship. It sheds light on really interesting expectations of hetero relationships that I always found ridiculous. The character Erin that this monologue is from is giving her advice about sex since she is the expert. Parker says, I would not label myself as a sex expert in any sense of the word, but putting myself into that role helped me find some of that shamelessness. Oh, I'm excited. Here we go. Yeah. Here's Parker.
See, this is your problem. If you think about it too hard, the whole thing unravels and no one can ever get turned on again. You just have to accept the universal truth that someone always tops. You know what I mean? No push and pull, no slamming against a wall, no I have to have you right now. Just sensual arm stroking. Polite and docile. When they change positions, you can feel the director cueing them because they just get up and go to the kitchen counter or something. No decision, no desire, no grabbing, no taking, no fucking. Like someone smashing Barbies together.
Sorry about that, technical difficulties.
That's going to be the name of the show tonight is Accidental Difficulties.
Yes, absolutely. Cheers to Parker. I love that. When Parker first told me that that's what they wanted to do, like I didn't even read it. They just told me the title and I was like, yes, absolutely. I love it. Let's do it. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to have to steal that one.
Right? It's so good.
Going in the book. Next up, we're going to be doing a song. So we are having Laura Schmidt, who is also our social media manager. Shout out to Laura. She's doing Changing My Major from our favorite fun home. Laura is so excited to be a part of this project, and thanks you for being here. Oh, she's so nice. Tonight she's singing a song called Changing My Major from the musical Fun Home, and feels grateful for the queer representation and extremely earnest energy it provides. Without further ado, Laura.
What happened last night? Are you really here? Joan, 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 Joan. Hi, Joan. Don't wake up, Joan. Oh my God, last night. Oh my God, 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 last night. I got so excited, I was too enthusiastic. Thank you for not laughing. Well, you laughed a little bit. At one point when I was touching you and said I might lose consciousness, what you said was adorable, and I just have to trust that you don't think I'm an idiot or some kind of an animal. I never lost control due to overwhelming lust. But I must say that I'm changing my major to Joan. I'm changing my major to sex with Joan. I'm changing my major to sex with Joan, with the minor in kissing Joan. Foreign study to Joan's inner thighs, a seminar on Joan's ass in her Levi's, and Joan's crazy brown eyes. Joan, I feel like Hercules. Oh God, that sounds ridiculous. Just keep on sleeping through this, and I'll work on calming down, so by the time you've woken up, I'll be cool, I'll be collected, and I'll have found some dignity, but who needs dignity? Because this is so much better. I'm radiating happiness. Will you stay here with me for the rest of the semester? We won't need any food. We'll live on sex alone. Sex with Joan. I'm writing a thesis on Joan. It's a cutting-edge field and my mind is blown. I would gladly stay up every night to hone my compulsory skills of Joan. I will study my way down her spine, familiarize myself with her well-made outline. she researches mine. I don't know who I am. I've become someone new. Nothing I just did is anything I would do. Overnight everything changed. I am not prepared. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, I'm shaking. I'm scared. Am I falling into nothingness or flying into something so sublime? I don't know, but I'm changing my major to Joan. I thought all my life I'd be all alone, but that was before I was lying prone in a dorm room bed with Joan. Look, she drooled on my pillow, so sweet, all sweaty and tangled up in my bed sheet, and my heart feels complete. Let's never leave this room. How about we stay here till finals? I'll take out a dementedly huge high interest loan, 'cause I'm changing my major to Joan.
Yes! That's
It just came in as like a triple threat.
right. Laura is incredible. And like all of the posts you've been seeing, like that's Laura. Laura is taking care of us. Like, God bless. And fun fact, I played Joan from home, so it's like Laura was basically singing to me, so it's not a big deal.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's not a big deal though, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's totally fine. Everything, yeah, it's super cool.
But make sure everyone knows, okay?
Yeah, no. Yeah. Did everybody hear that? I just want to make sure.
I'd also
Laura
just like
was singing
to me. She was singing to you. I'd also like to remind all listening about our QR code in that corner.
Nope.
That one. That one. It'll take you to everything. If you like us, talk about us. If you don't, fuck off. Okay.
Yep.
Chelsea?
Oh yeah. Next up is yours truly. And all I have written is Chelsea will intro live. And I forgot that I was gonna have to introduce myself.
Well, I mean, who knows you better?
So anyway, so what we're about to see is a monologue, an original monologue, about polyamory, because that is one of the themes in the show. And when I was casting this, we didn't have anything about polyamory, and so I wanted to contribute my 2 cents. So that's that. There's my introduction. I did it. I'm really proud of myself.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Without further ado, here's my monologue, Waiting for Superman. Where is my Superman? I have a few already, but I need another one. There's a society of villains brooding in the shadows, and I just can't take them on my own. You see, I already have a few heroes. My name is Chelsea, and I'm pansexual. And here in New York City, I see my heroes floating down the street every summer, waving their flags and chanting a name that is mine and many others. When I tell people I'm pansexual, they understand. When I came out of the closet, people embraced me, despite the supervillain's rhetoric. My name is Chelsea, and I'm gender fluid, and non-binary. You can see my flag hanging in the windows of apartments and stuck to scratched bumpers of cars on the street. When I tell people I'm gender fluid and non-binary, they understand. Mostly. When I came out of the closet, people supported me, despite the supervillain's hate. I have villains too. Ron DeSantis says I can't talk about who I love. The state legislator of fuck the entire former Confederacy is just brooding in the shadows, just waiting to erase my identity I have fought so hard to embrace. But my heroes are fighting them. The fight plays out every night on Fox News, where my villains gather and scheme. And the fight plays out in the streets, where people march with me and for me, and with me and for me. My name is Chelsea, and I'm also polyamorous. I'm admittedly not a huge fan of our flag aesthetically. When I tell people I'm polyamorous, they don't understand. I tried to come out of the closet, but people just don't get it. They ask me if that's sustainable, or what my husband thinks about it, or why can't I just be happy with what I have instead of being so selfish? They say, oh God, I could never do that. And so they assume I'm wrong. I'm not sitting here waiting for Superman. I'm not stuck or trapped or scared of myself, but God damn it, I wish I had a hero anyway. There's no polyamory awareness month, no ongoing conversation about the fundamental and alienable right to love more than one person. Instead, there is a single line for me to fill out my spouse's name. There is a sea of two-person tables on Valentine's Day at my favorite restaurant. There is the idea that my partner and my other partner and I are not a triangle, the strongest shape known to man, by the way, but instead just two people with a friend or even a third wheel. That's because there are no supervillains when it comes to polyamory. There's just complacency. And complacency is a supervillain in and of itself. That's the way it's always been. It's really what it comes down to, but sometimes I wish there was more. Sometimes I wish someone would scream a Bible verse at me about how I should be stoned to death, the same way they do for my pansexuality and my gender fluidity. Sometimes I wish I saw a fuck polyamorous folks sign just hung in the windows of apartments or stuck to scratch bumpers on the street. I'm angry that it is so hard to tell people I'm polyamorous. And I'm angry because I don't want to be angry. I am so happy. My life is so filled with love because I get to be with anyone who wants to be with me without fear of retribution or judgment, at least from the multiple consenting adults whom I choose to spend my time with. I have this overwhelming joy that I want to share with the world, and yet I sit in the dark because I'm tired of being asked if it's sustainable or what my husband thinks about it or why I can't just be happy with what I have. This is how supervillains are born. They're cast out and they feel the need to enact revenge on society. Spider-Man doesn't fight people who go to therapy. Superman doesn't defeat people who get to live their truest self. Maybe I'm brooding in the darkness just like the rest of the supervillains. But fuck that. Why should I? I lived in darkness for 27 fucking years. I've crumbled relationships, burned cities, spread chaos throughout the land, in the sake of wanting to live as my true self in a world that only gives me one line to list my spouse's name, even though my spouse is just one person of many with whom I share my life. No. I'm done being angry. I'm done waiting for a fight in order to speak up and tell people who I am. I'm done letting everyone around me judge my relationships, because sometimes I want to go to a Broadway show with my girlfriend because my husband doesn't want to see it. Or because I like candlelit dinners with a table full of lovers rather than just one. Or because other people can't wrap their head around the idea that love is not a pie. We don't have some finite amount to give one person and scraps to the rest. But instead we have a never-ending cavernous well of cinnamon apple pie. And I know that you understand what that means. Because you don't love your cat less when you get a second one. You don't abandon all of your friends when you make a new one. And you don't put your first kid up for adoption because you had a second kid. So why should I extend that broken logic to my love life just because someone doesn't understand how it's sustainable, or what my husband thinks about it, or why I can't just be happy with what I have? I am happy with what I have. You're the ones who are confused. I'm flying. I'm wearing my red and blue spandex, and I can see the stickers on the scratched bumper of every car beneath, and none of them have my name on it, but that's fine because no one else is up here with me. Except my husband, and my girlfriend, and her boyfriend, and my husband and I's girlfriend. We're not confused. We're the fucking Justice League. Where's your Superman?
Oh, okay, cinnamon apple pie.
My face is so red.
That was wonderful. And we don't have this conversation enough, I think, right now. Like, polyamory is just, it's so stigmatized for just a reason that makes no sense. No sense.
Absolutely. This is a big moment for me. Y'all are witnessing my coming out. I want to thank my partner Matthew, who wrote it. I was struggling like hell to write this damn thing, and I was just like brainstorming and like word vomiting everything I was trying to say, and he just like disappeared for 10 minutes and came back and was like, hey, so I wrote this little thing. I don't know if it might help, but like maybe it'll do something. Oh my God, I was floored. I've never sobbed so much in my life. Like, I was just like, oh my God, you understand me. You get it. It's so, oh my God, I was a wreck.
I had he wrote that?
He wrote it, yes.
I thought that was, okay, well, I guess if you're going to have me weep for the second time tonight, that's on you. I'll get over it. It's fine. That was
fine.
Gorgeous work, Chelsea and Matt. Shout out to all the lovers out there. All the crazy lovers. Oh, yes, we do hope to publish it somewhere. Also for you, Matthew.
Yes.
Next
amen.
up. Amen. Yes. Oh, also, Matt has been doing some of the music that you've heard for the show.
Yes.
So we had Dope was by him, and the next song, Pawn Shop Blues, he's also playing on the piano, yes?
Yes. I'm
cool.
pretty sure, yes.
And so this song is going to be sung by Sarah Reed, the Lana Del Rey of our cast, and shock, plot twist, she's singing Pawn Shop Blues by Lana Del Rey. Let's get a sneak peek of all the hard work our Accidental Intimacies cast has been doing as Sarah Reed, who plays us, our Lana Del Rey serenades us.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know it would come to this, but that's what happens when you're on gave me golden made of flowers dangling, and I almost cried as I sold them off. And I don't mind living on bread and oranges, no. But I gotta get to and from where I come. It's gonna take money to go. Oh no. In the name of higher consciousness, I let the best man I knew go. 'Cause it's better to love and be loved, but it's better to know all you can know. Said it's nice to love and be loved, but I'd rather know what God knows. Oh no. Do this once more. No man can keep me together, been broken since I was born. Well, I didn't know it would come to this, but that's what happens when you're on your own and you're alright at letting nice things go.
Love the little montage and everything. Y'all got another preview. You got to see some behind the scenes work.
That was, oh my God.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love,
Mm.
love, love.
I'd also like to remand what I said earlier. It's not piano, it's guitar.
It is guitar. You're right. Close enough. It's an instrument. That counts, right?
Technically, there's still string instruments, okay? A piano is a string instrument.
Word. Oh man. All right. So moving along, we have Genevieve Karateft performing the poem Penny Candy. Genevieve will actually be introducing her own piece, but they would also like to direct us to the link to the petition associated with this poem and story, which is change.org/a-million-women-for-change. All right. Give me one moment and we will get Genevieve going.
If I could walk into a support group of my own design, I imagine my introduction, standing up from that circle of tentative eyes and guarded body language, would be something like this. Hello, my name is Genevieve, and I'm a multiple. In 2008, after almost 5 years of floating around the state-funded mental health system, I found myself in a partial hospitalization outpatient program. I was alone with one of the top psychiatrists in our county, and he gave me a name for what I was. You have dissociative identity disorder, Genevieve. hadn't been in the program long, not even a week at this point, and I'd never heard that term. He explained that it was the new name for what used to be diagnosed as multiple personality disorder. This single declaration of diagnosis became the key to which I began unlocking the dungeon doors of a complicated past. Hundreds upon hundreds of doors. This single declaration of diagnosis became the war cry upon which my perspectives created a future, in which the crusade of destruction was me. This is not the place to tell my story. This is not the statement within which I explain my reasons for being. This is the statement that simply says, through my vision, I see the visions of many. Through my art, I see the fragmented eyes of a system. And through my visual voice, I speak the languages of a parliament, a unit of such strength and beauty, and horror and survival that in all other endeavors, the world has sought to silence us. Art is the voice which shall never be silenced. Images are etched upon our memory in split-second archival photographs, and they haunt us when we are at our most peaceful. They bubble into our psyche like the magma core of the planet we take for granted as a creature, alive, hot, forever moving. Art is my voice, which I have no choice but to express. As my art has grown and matured, it sees the way in which we view the world very differently than others. It is rare that we see things as a whole, instead being grabbed by fractals and shades and highlights, which in their entirety can create an image. It is not lost on me that we interpret the world as we have grown to imagine ourselves. Many pieces create a cohesive, momentary unit. When a singleton sees one of my pieces, and that piece holds their attention in such a way that they cannot turn their eyes away, nor are they comfortable in holding their gaze upon it, I have succeeded in allowing someone to see me and my experience among them. I have succeeded in finding my voice. Hello, my name is Genevieve, and we are a system. Penny Candy by Genevieve Karateft. Small children craving things out of reach. My no was accepted as a challenge to press harder, pursue longer, manipulate deeper. Obviously, I didn't mean it. Why would I deny a man his pleasure? And you, a man with gleaming eyes, arrested development, and a chip on your shoulder. How white your eyes glint in this dark place, even as I float, a great lady among shadows. For you, a moment of my time, forgotten in innocuity, became a lifetime of your memory, as every cell of my being carries your unspoken name. I never knew your name, not your real name anyway, but I will never forget your smell, though 1,000 showers have cleansed me since. In a moment, my life as I had come to know it ended. In a moment, I was the singular ant under your ignorant footsteps. And I will never forget you. I see your face, what little I remember, in the face of every future partner I don't have. The fall in their eyes, the crumbling tower of revulsion as I speak the words. I carry HIV within me. The shower of shame that water cannot wash away, and it smells like your sweat and cologne. I am the penny candy forgotten in your pocket, an idle swipe as you walked by, making sure that no one was looking.
So good. Yo, so good. You're
In the
muted,
first
babe.
forever, the life story, a metaphor for my life. I am the
Always.
singleton that she's talking about. But the
Yeah.
singleton that's like always listening, changes. I have such a deep place for poetry. It's just it's always so astounding how it's made.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful. I love.
Next up, we got Jacqueline Maxey singing "Goodbye Earl" by the Chicks. I love that song. We love that song.
We all
Just
love it. It's so good.
so everyone knows, there are two cats in this world named Marianne and Wanda, and
Yep.
they are apex predators. They are top cats. So Goodbye Earl, just keeping that in mind. Though they are the children, by the way, of the incomparable word of the day, by Megan Gimple. So Goodbye Earl is a hit song released by the Chicks in 1999, and it is also Megan's go-to karaoke song. The song is a fun comedic story of two women taking back their power in a stressful situation. If you or someone you know is struggling with domestic abuse, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-7233. Oh, just keep those little cats in mind. And with that,
Always. Here we go.
Goodbye, Earl.
Marianne and Wanda were the best of friends all through their high school days. Both members of the 4-H club, both active in the FFA. After graduation, Marianne went out looking for a bright new world. Wanda looked all around this town and all she found was Earl. Well, it wasn't 2 weeks after she got married that Wanda started getting abused. She put on dark glasses and long sleeve blouses and makeup to cover a bruise. Well, she finally got the nerve to file for divorce. She let the law take it from there. But Earl walked right through the restraining order and put her in intensive care. Right away, Marianne flew in from Atlanta on a red-eye midnight flight. She held Wanda's hand and they worked out a plan that didn't take them long to decide that Earl had to die. Goodbye, Earl. Those black-eyed peas, they tasted alright to me. Earl, you're feeling weak. Why don't you lay down and sleep, Earl? Ain't it dark? Wrapped up in that tarp, Earl. The cops came by to bring Earl in. They searched the house high and low. Then they tipped their hats and said, "Thank you, ladies. If you hear from him, let us know." Well, the weeks went by and spring turned to summer. Summer faded into fall. And it turns out he was a missing person who nobody missed at all. So the girls bought some land and a roadside stand out on Highway 109. They sell Tennessee ham and strawberry jam, and they don't lose any sleep at night, 'cause Earl had to die. Goodbye, Earl. We need a break. Let's go out to the lake, girl. We'll pack a lunch and stuff you in the trunk, girl. Is that alright? Good, let's go for a ride, Earl. Hey. Well, hey, hey, hey. Ooh, hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Goodbye, Earl.
It's the wait at the end for me. I love that. The little I love it. I love it. Jackie's so great. I have met Jackie exactly once, but I love Jackie. Jackie's amazing.
That was I'm looking forward to the opportunity to meet Jackie, because that was amazing.
Absolutely. And I'm also so excited because, like, I feel like everybody, I feel like the whole audience is like, "Goodbye, Earl." I love that song. I know my mom is. My mom is here somewhere, and like we used to sing that shit all the time. I love that song.
It is absolute. I think we are all in agreement when we can say Earl just had to die.
Earl had to die. Absolutely.
I mean, it just happens sometimes. Sometimes it just slips.
Yeah, absolutely. People just have to die. And on that note, we'll just move on to the next performance. We have another performance by the lovely, fantastic KJ Burkhauser, who will be singing Valerie by Amy Winehouse. We're getting all the representation of all of our muses from Accidental Intimacies. And for this, KJ says, quote, "Much of the Winehouse repertoire casts a sad and sultry shadow, but this song shows us what longing can look like in the light. It is a celebration of the Valeries in our lives. May we always think of them with tenderness." Without further ado, here is Valerie by KJ Burkhauser.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, did you have to go to jail? But your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you found the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. And are you busy? Hope you didn't pay that fine that you were dodging all the time. Are you still dizzy? Since I come on home, well, where my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come on home, where my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Oh, Valerie, 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 ooh, oh, Valerie, yeah, yeah. Valerie, oh, Valerie, 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 why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Why don't you come on over?
Amen. Amen. We are all just dying to be Valerie.
I think I quote someone famous when I say, "We are Valerie."
Yes, there we go. Before we move on to our next performance, were you gonna go? No, go. Okay. So before we move on to our next act, we have a few more left for you, but I just wanted to remind everybody about our fancy little QR code up here that will take you to our donation link. It will also take you to our auction link. If you want to get a print of KJ as Lady Gaga or H. Lynn Pye as Amy Winehouse, Sarah Reed as Lana Del Rey, the whole cast. We have everybody as a print. We have a calendar. We have paintings. We have a vagina plushie. We got it all. Just come on in, see what we got for you. Just take a look.
Just want to shout out that there is a painting in one of, actually a photograph, I believe, in one of our accoutrement of auction items that was listed, I believe, at MoMA, was it, or Met? The Met or the MoMA?
It is. Okay, so the artist is Sarah Bailey, and she has been her work has been presented at the J. Paul Getty Museum and the Brooklyn Museum of Art. And she has collectors that include Chelsea Handler and Madonna. So her work is pretty impressive. She has generously donated one of her pieces. We highly recommend taking a look and bidding on it if you're interested. Yeah. And to introduce our next act, Sarah.
Ashley DeMar, featuring a poem that she wrote called Permafrost, written as a part of her upcoming chapter book, Persephone. Ashley's original piece, Permafrost, examines what it means to hold parts of yourself hostage, moving with the seasons until they move you. Oh, fuck yeah. All right.
Here we go.
Bring me a chill.
The obsession has slow spread infected my brain, ripping my throat raw before I can open my mouth.
bloodying my chin and waking me in a slick sweat of want, reaching for the man who only stands a shadow in the corner of my eye. Moving across my body like winter, your hands like ice melting into my sweet earth. How I want nothing to do with you and everything to do to you, but get your fucking hands off of me, and for the love of all things, keep your fingers inside, curling around my core and beckoning me forward closer and ever closer to the edge. I said I'd left, buried beneath the frost and decomposed, my autumn colors long turned cold. How I cannot bear to think of my burgundies spilling rich and deep across the snow. My golden glow I so heavily poured to light your summer skies, and all the glinting rust between my thighs. How I said that it was mine. How I have held so tight, I have made diamonds of my desire, with nothing left to feed the fire.
That was intense. That was so good. Sarah, you're muted again. Accidental technical difficulties.
No, that's intentional. I did that one to myself. I could have learned the first 3 times. But I just want to also mention that Ashley has recently written a poem called Love Letter, and it was featured at the Adirondack Center for Writings Poem Village 2022 installation in Saranac Lake, and has previously had, I believe, other poems presented in like Charlotte, like North Carolina, the city. And I mean, her work is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely. You can read more about Ashley and all of our casts tonight in our virtual playbill. I just posted it again. Our cast bios are on this little document. And yeah, we have a couple more. Sarah, would you like to introduce our next?
I would love to. Oh, I have the pleasure and the honor of introducing Leah London Hall, who is our M in our show, Accidental Intimacies. She's playing M. She will be singing You and I by Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, as she says, plays an integral role in Accidental Intimacies, and You and I is one of my favorite songs to sing. So it seems like a no-brainer to perform it tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and please support this play in any way you can. It's something that deserves to be seen, and that's a quote from Leah. So without further ado, we have Leah London Hall performing You and I.
It's been a long time since I came around. It's been a long time, but I'm back in town. This time I'm not leaving without you. You taste like a whiskey when you kiss me. Oh, I'd give anything again to be your baby doll. This time I'm not leaving without you. You said sit back down where you belong, in the corner of my bar with your high heels on. Sit back down on the couch where we made love the first time, and you said to me, well, something about this place. Oh, something about my lipstick on your face. Something about my cool Nebraska guy. Yeah, something about
baby, you and I. 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 You and I, you and I'd rather die without you and I.
Oh,
My God. My God. I have no words.
what can you say?
I'm floored.
We
She's
were not
incredible.
ready.
We were not ready.
Not one of us. That was, I mean,
was so good. Oh my
amazing.
God. Come see Leah in the show. Leah fucking crushes it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's bonkers to me how incredible. Oh my God. I'm floored. I have no words.
Actually, speechless.
All right. So moving on, we're going to bring back Megan to talk a little bit about our next little preview from Accidental Intimacies. Megan, tell us what we're about to see.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has performed so far. Just like literally, my mind is blown. Like even people that I was like, I know what they're gonna do. Like still, I'm just like, just in awe of everyone who has showed up and showed out tonight. So thank you to everyone who has participated, everyone who showed up in the audience, and everyone especially who has checked out our auction. We have a bunch of other, as Chelsea and Bish and everyone else has mentioned, many other art pieces that are super exciting tonight. But going into the next piece, so this next piece is a kind of flip side to the poem that you saw earlier. This is kind of more of the traditional kind of scene, and this is between all of the muses kind of discussing a situation that's a little bit murkier than some of the other parts. So I think without further ado, we can go ahead and bring up the cast of Accidental Intimacies doing Evil S.
It's not really a surprise to find fucked up people when you make a point of seeking them out personally, artistically, and professionally.
There is one more character in this story. I don't talk about her much if I can avoid it.
Everyone tried to warn me. But I am attracted to red flags of any gender.
Oddly enough, she was supposed to be my little before she dropped her theater major. We bonded over our women's studies professor and our mutual car accidents.
Or so I thought.
Turns out, sometimes people show you exactly who they are and you just don't believe them.
By the time we met in person, we were both out of undergrad and her boyfriend had just died. She was living with some best friends of mine, supposedly because her grandparents had kicked her out after her first known overdose attempt on oxys. I felt sorry for her. Kicked out of her family at her most vulnerable. I felt worse when her college best friend accused her of stealing her sister's oxys. And her dad showed up for 5 minutes to tell her she'd end up on heroin.
Yeah, I didn't connect the dots or the pills between those events or the ones that followed.
She started coming over right after my accident, when I was somewhere underneath rock bottom. We started spending days at a time together. She started seeing the same doctors and physical therapists. She moved all her stuff in before I could even talk to my roommate, who left in a huff.
We were together 24/7 since neither of us had a job.
She got through college by being a cam model on the internet. So we decided to start working together. Camming, meetups, a phone sex.
Right.
In the beginning, it was fun. Phone sex is the best because you can do it in your yoga pants and no makeup.
Yeah. Camming is incredibly annoying and full of bullshit. Both the customers and the pay are terrible.
Meetups are way more fun.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
Like Felicity, the American Girl doll, all grown up, or Amy Adams.
Yeah.
That long, thick, red hair, blue eyes,
Clear skin.
tall.
Everything I am not, but always wanted to be. We had no boundaries and textbook codependence.
I was almost in love with her.
The only issue was she was only gay for pay. As a bisexual, ex-evangelical who primarily works in hetero-passing sex work, I already panic when it comes to talking to women I'm attracted to. Imposter syndrome doesn't begin to describe the rapid-fire, yearning, second-guessing, frustration, excitement, fear around finally fulfilling your fantasies after years of drunk makeout sessions. It was her idea to kiss for the first time while we were alone, so we wouldn't laugh out on a date with an SD. After a few girlish giggles and 5 full seconds of possibility, she promptly announced, "Yep, I'm straight."
Oh.
And walked back to her room. I tried to freeze my face so she wouldn't see it fall. Forced a laugh.
I don't know if you've ever had sex with a roommate best friend who looks like Kate Winslet's paint me like one of your French girl moments while getting turned on just enough to be economically viable, but not so much that you make it weird that you think she's an absolute goddess. And she thinks you're a necessary evil for a heterosexual race. It gets really complicated, really fast.
It's not a good feeling, knowing you're having sex with someone who would rather not be touching you, but neither of you can say no to the money. Even though it was her idea to do sex work together, I still felt like anytime things got beyond PG-13, I was doing something harmful. And it was only when the men really specified, but still. So that was super helpful to my internalized homophobia and bisexual panic. To make things worse, she would try to make me laugh when we were out on dates by sarcastically saying things like, "Oh, I just love women. I'm so gay." It was a joke to her, but it really wasn't to me. It is many bisexual women's fear that we won't be able to please a woman because we have more experience with men. So That wasn't at all confusing.
Most men are stupid, so we fake. A lot.
When she got a boyfriend, we were so enmeshed that, in addition to being jealous, it cut into my financial stability and our ability to pay rent. You know, I realized recently that I've never technically had a girlfriend. Just a successive series of women I lived with, spent 24 hours with, shared cars, clothes, food, and drugs with, worked with, shared a bank account with. Don't do that one. Bad. Partied with and made out with drunk, you know, for the guys. I've only technically had 2 boyfriends in my adult life, and those blew up in less than a year. But the women in my life have been around for decades. My literal, historical roommates. Not to say that femme relationships can't crash and burn just as hard.
Slowly, she started bailing on me. Her name wasn't on the lease, so she could.
She rerouted the phone line paid to her bank account so she could steal $800 from me while I was paying her half of the rent. She totaled her car, overdosed on Xanax.
Essentially, stole an SUV from Enterprise.
Racked up $50,000 in credit card debt.
Nearly destroyed my entire support system.
Faked a pregnancy and then used her real pregnancy and abortion to manipulate everyone around her.
Fake diagnoses, going to therapy.
Stole my food and meds.
Pretended to have panic attacks so that her boyfriend would leave work so often that he got fired.
And all in all was generally a pathological liar and life ruiner.
I used her trauma to excuse her behavior for months. Her life was a train wreck, but so was mine. I thought I was helping her.
But she was using me and constantly demanding more. She used my past trauma to create lies I wouldn't question her on. She used my sex work to pay for her life while she was off with her boyfriend.
She used my disabilities to lie about her own injuries for sympathy and drugs while profiting off of my actually injured physical body.
That's why I stopped working with anyone else.
I didn't want to get into another codependent situationship that involved sex work and money. Unfortunately, the men are not the only ones to watch out for.
And
Damn.
that's just one of the spicy stories. Like every single part of Accidental Intimacies is in itself like a separate story that all connects, but just like every single chunk solid could be its own way.
Absolutely. So fucking good. Y'all, please come see this show. The QR code will also take you to tickets for our performances in May, which will be May 3rd, 8th, and 9th. Is that correct?
I thought it was. Yeah. That sounds great.
It's on there. We work on the show. We know it. Yeah, we know this.
Whatever they say.
All right, we have 2 more numbers tonight, and the next one will be a good friend of mine named Lydia. Lydia Susan singing Life of the Party from Wild Party. Lydia, fun fact, was Miss Indiana 2018.
Ooh.
Wow. We have fame in the building.
Watch out, paparazzi, run.
Yes. And so Lydia played the role of Kate right before the pandemic and is excited to share her favorite number from the production. So, how many times have we said without further ado?
Perhaps without further ado. We have said it in different accents. in different intonation.
Here is our final song of the night from Lydia Susan.
Who needs money? Not me. Who needs fortune or fame? I don't need a new career or sympathetic ear. A name, all I need is time to play. Only want the game. Point me to the mic. I know what I like. Don't you wanna be the life of the party? Don't you wanna be the cream of the crop? Don't you wanna feel those shivering fits till someone calls it quits or someone calls the cop? Don't you wanna land the role of a lifetime? Well, you better get down on one knee, 'cause you could play the life of the party if you would pray with me. Ooh, who needs a lovers? Not I. Who needs heaven above? I don't have time for things unsaid, for baking bread. For love, all I need is a room to fight, hand in fisted glove. Point me to the sky. It's my time to fly. Don't you wanna be the life of the party? Don't you wanna be the top of the heap? This is where the jamboree never ends. Why not be counting friends instead of counting sheep? Don't you ever wanna join the heavenly choir? Hurry up and get yourself in line. And don't you pass the life of the party until you pass the wine. Let the drinks pour, let the crowds roar, let the heavens wildly cheer. Oh, till the sunrise brings those goodbyes, I'll be here. Never fear. Now, who's it gonna be? The life of the party. Who's it gonna be now? The king of the hill. Don't you wanna be there, running the show until it's time to go or till it's time to kill? Don't you ever wanna be somebody to envy? Don't you wanna be put loose and free? Well, you could be the life of the party if you were more like me.
Yes! I love Lydia. I fucking love Lydia. It makes me so happy that she got to be a part of this.
That was amazing. I've seen a lot of life of the party in my day. And that's at the top.
Right? Amen. Oh, love, love, love. All right, y'all. For the last time, we're going to bring our fearless leader, the director and writer of Accidental Intimacies, Megan Kemple. Megan, welcome.
Thank you. And I also just want to say thank you to everyone who has come in tonight, everyone who has performed tonight, everyone who has shown up for half a second accidentally tonight. Just thank everyone in general.
Yes, absolutely. Megan, you are closing out our show tonight. What are you going to do for us?
So I'm going to do a poem that is not in the actual show, but is kind of the culmination of working on super hard things and being like, wow, we need a counterpart to that we can just kind of like zone out to. So I think it's best to just kind of experience it.
Well, all right.
Take
it away, Megan.
But before we, oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Don't say oh no. Did we lose Megan?
Are we back?
Yes, we're back.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So, well, before I do that, first, I want to say, first of all, let's give a round of applause to Chelsea and to Sarah Vishnev / Vish, because holy shit, have you led us through this event. And especially, Chelsea, you put this all together, all the digital parts, the annoying parts, to where I'm like, I can't possibly. Chelsea's like, I got it. It's fine. So we are very thankful to them and to everyone who has contributed tonight. Thank you so much to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Megan.
Shall we close?
Yes, thank you, Megan. Let's do it. I will pass it on to you.
All right. Oh, cats, who are my heaven, crazy be your names. Your kisses come, my will be done, with snuggles as they are with cuddles. I give you this day your daily food, and forgive you for pissing on the floor, as you forgive me for ever leaving your side. And give not into temptation to knock over the water bowl and my tea and not the candle. You win. I love my cats more than I love most people. When I invite you over, you think you're coming to my house, but you've actually been invited to an audience with the queens of my universe. The baronesses of Broadway, Marianne and Wanda Eleanor Dashwood Kemple FC. That stands for feminist cats. It's an official distinction. My little sphinxes judge the shit out of everyone I bring home, named for two chicks who decided wife beaters had to die. They keep assholes out of my house. When I want to sew a unicorn tapestry out of red flags, I just hold a cat instead. They actually love me back, and they aren't cheating on their girlfriends. When I get that 4 a.m., hey, I stay home and pet my own pussycat. And I don't have to wait for her to fall asleep before chowing down on some snacks. People are afraid of the term cat lady, but let's break that down, shall we? Cat, a noun, an all-powerful being imbued with the wisdom of the ages mere mortals could never possess, and the ability to give absolutely no fucks. Lady, a noun, a female-ish person. Am I a female-ish person who would like to be imbued with the wisdom of the ages mere mortals could never possess and the ability to give absolutely no fucks? Yes, I am. I am a cat lady. I have reclaimed my cat lady. I am empowered by my cat lady. To tell dumb, inconsistent ass Pisces to go fuck themselves. Literally. To go ignore any social gathering in favor of cuddling because how is their fur so soft, and just like look at their teeny tiny little kitty paws and their pointy little fairy ears, and oh god, I just want to sorry, it's just that like cats are the universe's most perfect creation, and some people just really aren't appreciative. I'm sorry that like you did something so unforgivable in a past life that the cat gods cursed you with allergies, but like the rest of us are just here to properly worship our feline overlords. So what if I never leave the house? I mean, like, how are mere humans supposed to compare with, like, my Musha, Misha, Smoosha, Smashes? Have you ever felt a fat cat just, like, melt into your chest? It's like kitty Xanax, okay? Why? When I add the stress of talking to, like, real people, when I have 2 fur balls of vibrating joy wafting through my apartment. They don't ask me where I'm working or what my next project is or why I've never had a healthy relationship or, like, if my dress is too short or if that's whiskey in my tea. They just love me for who I am, okay? Thus, clearly and in conclusion, I'm not terrified of people. I just fucking love cats, okay? Have a great day. But seriously, have a great day, y'all. Yes! Bring on all the cats and the dogs.
Amazing. How do I do this? This is not a cat, but it's a dog. It's close enough.
Okay, let
Bring
me go.
on the cats.
Bring on the cats. All right, y'all. Wait, did Megan say she's grabbing a cat?
Perhaps. I would hope. Oh, you got a cat?
I was going to, but she ran upstairs. I think she got scared because I was a little too into the performance.
You were just a little too much.
But yeah, round of applause for all the pets that are secretly around being like, what are y'all listening to this whole time? Love them.
Word.
And also thank you to all of the audience members who came today. Thank you so much. To all of the performers, thank you so much for donating your talent. Please click the QR code this side. We're doing mirror things. Yes, click the QR code and follow our auction, our ticket site, all of those fun things, because we have a ton of artists who have a ton of amazing work that we would love to share with you. And I will turn it back over to our lovely hosts.
What do you got to turn it over to us for? We already, you did it. You nailed it. You nailed everything that we were going to say. Sarah, thank you for co-hosting with me.
Chelsea.
Your peppers.
He hurt you. Oh my God. Her head popped up when you said Piper. Oh my God. Okay, y'all. It's time for me to put a puppy to bed. And we appreciate everybody's love and support tonight. You have been a fucking blast. We've really, really enjoyed having you here with us. And absolutely, please come see the show. We would love to have you there. It's at the Fresh Fruit Festival in NYC. We will be performing live in May. And hopefully one of those we may be streaming / recording. So if you are not in NYC, there may be future opportunities for you. So we'll see. Sarah, anything else you want to plug or say?
I just want to say thank you to everybody involved in the process and to thank the people out there for doing all the donating and things. Here's hoping.
Amen. Thank you, everybody. And that's it. That's our show. Thank you so much and have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.